Good morning, everyone. Heather's Homestead here. First garden video of 2022. Today is March 24th, and my garden is a hot mess. These are roses that need to be trimmed back. They're called Teasing Georgia Climbing Roses, and they're crazy. My flag is torn up. Plastic ripped up. It's just a mess, but we're getting there. This bed has been planted out in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 different types of spinach, and on all 3 of these trellises along the bottom are different types of peas because they do well in cool weather. I still haven't torn out a bunch of the mess from last year, as you can see. It's a lot of work to be done. So this bed right here has turnips in it, and all 4 of these tomato beds that have cattle panel in the middle for trellising, they've all been planted along the cattle panels. In here are all sugar snap peas, and then on the outside out here are all carrots. Typically, tomatoes are very heavy feeders. They like a lot of nitrogen, and they leach it from the soil as they grow. And legumes, peas, beans, all of those types of things put nitrogen back into the soil. They fix the soil, so it's good to plant those in those places from plants that are very heavy feeders, such as potatoes or tomatoes or corn. They all should be interspersed like every other planting with some kind of pea, bean, or legume. Some have much more barn clean out than others. I mixed some of it in, but some is just so thick I can't even mix it in yet. These 5 beds all along here going down, they're 4 by 12, I think. They're all strawberries. This one's kind of shabby, this bed. They're coming up, but not great. This bed is doing really, really good. That's all strawberries. And then all along this fence line is not brassicas. Oh, what am I saying? Brambles, raspberries, blackberries. Most of them are thornless. They are well over 1 to 2 inches. And then I made a mistake here. I thought that I would plant, I think they're golden raspberries, and whatever I got, it has invaded everywhere. They're full of thorns. They're coming into my garden. They're overrunning everything. So this is a mistake. Whatever this is, and I can't remember what it is, but it's going to be pulled up, cut back, pulled up, and killed at the root with some kind of poison. I'm not sure what I need to get, but it's invasive. All of these other ones that I've bought from Starks Brothers Nursery, they are not invasive. I mean, they'll send a couple shoots off, but nothing that you can't simply pull up and be done with. This is out of control. I got these from Starks Brothers as well. I don't know what they are. I wish I could tell you. I know it's a raspberry. I believe it is some sort of yellow raspberry or white raspberry, because all of my red raspberries are way down there and they can't be planted together. Red and black need to be separated from yellow or something like that. I'd have to relook it up, but whatever I did, I separated them on purpose. So this one is trash. I hate it. I mean, I'm sure it would be like prolific, but I can't even get through my gate to get into the other garden, which is an in-ground garden. We just put tons of mulch on there last year from a local mulch company, just had them dump it. It wasn't a great growing space last year, but it will be this year because it had the opportunity to sit all winter long. That's Blue. That's Eliza's horse. And Annabelle's horse, I don't know where he is. I don't see him anywhere. All right, what else? Grapes. Grapes are doing great. They're along the fence line. What did I plant here? Oh, this is all spinach. 3 rows of spinach are here. And then it's really a mess, but I'm just showing you the real deal. It's a lot of work. It's worth it, but it's a lot of work. But gardening brings happiness to my soul, just like babies. Most of you know that, though. But this is what makes me happy and where I choose to invest my time and energy, grow food for my family. In this, I'm going to put kale in these 2, but I didn't have any. I'm surprised I was out of seeds. But chia plants are up here. Never planted them before. They're like the chia seeds that you buy at the grocery store. They're super high in protein and fiber. They have omega 3 and 6. I think one of the only plants that has that. So super, super healthy. A great source of protein and fiber. So we're going to see what they do. I think they grow and become flowers, and then you wait till the flower petals fall off, and then their pods have the seeds in them. But I don't know, so we'll have to follow along and see. This is my herb bed that I'm currently trying to rip out. And down on this end, like where the plastic is usually where I put all of my things that like to trail, because the plastic keeps it a little bit more controlled and there's no grass that grows up underneath, like watermelon, pumpkins, cantaloupe, things like that. Oh, try to get them. But I am going to put 4 more 4 by 12 foot beds along here because it's semi-flat, and I think I can fit more garden space. I've never really, I measured out last year, but I forget how much planting space I have in here, but it never seems like enough. I know, I'm crazy. It's fine. Everything's fine. What else do I have to show you? Lots of barn clean out, really good for your soil to remineralize it. This is where my peppers were last year that I didn't pull up. Should have cleaned them up because all of these pepper seeds are going to reseed. They're all heirloom, so it'll be fine, but there's a lot of seeds that are dropped in here. I think this was maybe I put all my sweet peppers in one bed, and then on the smaller bed, I will put my hot peppers. I keep them separated so the kids know they can't just come out here and eat them, or they get a big surprise. Lots to do. Back here at the ends, I have hydrangeas so that when the garden is in full bloom and these have grown, which they're starting, you look through these cattle panels that I grow up with, like beans usually, and you'll see a beautiful flower, or bush rather. I don't know if they're coming up yet or not. So one of them in the middle of each one of these walkways, I still have beans. So this is how you would seed save from the year before and replant your beans again. You just leave them on there to dry out and replant. All right, well, I guess that's about it. Don't have too much to show, just wanted to show how it was. Oh, I think I like these. Wish I could remember what they were. Should document better. I'm going to work on that this year in my spare time. Have beehives over there. We have not been successful. We have tried to do bees like 5 times now and have not been successful. I don't know how some people are so successful. We can't seem to make it work. So all these are raspberries and then blackberries. Hope everybody's having a good day. First garden tour of 2022. Oh, one more thing I did want to say. I did want to say this. If you're following the Farmer's Almanac, or if you have any desire to do so, today and tomorrow only, not the next day. For the next 2 days is the best days this week to plant root vegetables if you plant by the moon. So we planted a bunch of root vegetables. I don't know if it's... A lot of old farmers actually use the Farmer Almanac to plant things and when to dehorn their animals and all kinds of things. I know that my dad did. I grew up on a dairy farm and he did that. So I kind of just followed suit and yeah, my messy garden. I'm excited. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, one last thing. I keep saying that, don't I? Here's the grapes. I did show from the inside, but here they are on the outside. I just used the fence post as the trellis for the grapes. And then all along the outside of this fencing are blueberry plants. I think there's like 20 of them or something. They're getting ready to bud. Very exciting. And then in between each blueberry plant are asparagus, and they'll live for like 30 or 40 years. They come back every year, every spring. They make more every spring. Blue. Not amused. Oh, there's Win. There's Annabelle's horse. Sorry, I'm walking and shaking the camera all over the place. I'm not the best at this. They think we're going to let them out. We let them out every day. The whole property's fenced. So we usually let them out. And they like to go and graze the rest of the property. What are you doing? All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.